Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we are going to be speaking on financial prosperity and abundance, which money. And a lot of people don't really have a lot of, space or, items to do spell work with. So this actual video is going to be for those people who just want to use regular household items to attract financial abundance. So if you're not, out of your what you call it broom closet, if you don't practice anything and you don't have any type of tools or items, I'm going to tell you how you can practice financial prosperity and abundance magic or manifestation, however you choose. So first, I want to show y'all my results. If y'all watched my vlog that I put out yesterday, you see that I made these really cute ice balls. And made one with floral water and the other one with mint water. It's kind of melting. But you can make these and put them in your freezer and kind of freeze in place your intention. And then when you want to drink something, maybe you can make yourself some mint tea or just some water that you've, spoken your intention into, and also put a few of the ice balls in there, or you can use ice cubes, it doesn't matter. But balls are more circular and circular, so it's going to be a flow of abundance, and it's a 3D sphere. Hold on, I'm trying to open this, and I just put lotion on my hand, so it's kind of hard. Anyway, I'm trying to open this so I can pour my tea in there. Okay, maybe it's not meant to be. Let me get me some water instead. Okay, but I'm not ignoring that sign. So I have water in here instead. All right, so I'm gonna add my water to my mix, and I spoke my intention into here, and when I made these little ice balls and flour ice cube ball, I did put some intention in there. One is for love, and the other one is definitely for prosperity. So, I love what I do. I love what I, teaching things for a living. So it goes hand in hand with me. And so as long as there's prosperity and financial abundance, there'll also be love. And as long as there's love, there'll also be financial abundance. So I drink to that. All right. So you can make a drink. There you go. Another way is to, make teas with certain herbs. And you can buy, sorry, hold on one second. I'm trying to put this water over here. You can buy whatever type of tea from your grocery store. You can buy loose tea. You can make your own tea with dried herbs or fresh herbs. So if you have loose tea, you can go and buy some of these little coffee pods. If you have a Keurig, which most of y'all probably do. Y'all probably don't have time to do the whole tea kettle thing and be extra if you are, always on the go and you may not have all the tools that you feel like you need. Just grab some of these. And you see the little fine, screen there. Get you some loose tea or put your own herbs in there. You can buy herbs from the grocery store or whatever, but get your own little herbs, put them in the top of this and put in your little coffee thing, your Keurig, and make you some fresh herbal teas that represent prosperity. And these are great for the environment. You can use them over and over and over instead of using a tea strainer or something like that. Like, I have a tea strainer, and instead of having to do all this and taking the, the loose tea out, and you just, you just lazy and you ain't got time for that. And you don't want to have all this extra stuff laying around because people may get suspicious. Girl, get you one of these. Sir, get you one of these. Throw you some herbs in there, seal it up, pop it in that coffee pot, and get to work, okay? And while you're doing, yeah, hit the like button, y'all. And while y'all are putting your herbs in here and crushing them and putting your intentions in here for prosperity, you can use mint. You can use a little peppermint, spearmint, any type of mint. You could use bay leaf. You can do any, if you want to sweeten it up, go ahead and put some rosebuds in there. Rose is always good for prosperity. And whatever other tea you would like in there, you can mix it up for whatever type of intention that you're trying to put in there. And then sip on your little cup of tea. If you don't like hot tea, get you some of them ice balls or ice cubes, whatever you want, and make you some iced tea. You know what I'm saying? So either way, sage, yes, all of the um, money drawing herbs is what I call them. Rosemary, put it in there, okay? And then you just clean these out, normally, some water. You can even use the herbs and dry them back out for some, something else later, some incense or something. So this is a good way to also recycle, cut down on a lot of extra space. Like if you're a minimalist and you don't like to have all this extra stuff around, these are really good. So, or if you just don't have the space. I like these because they're quick, easy, and you can prepare them the night before and just stick them in, or you can, take them with you wherever you go. And it's just easy to have. Okay, access to. Another way is to, sorry. Okay, another way is to, of course, journal. So get you some paper that represents, like you can, like I printed out some of these really nice journal pages from an Etsy store by the Writing Witch. I think it's called Book of Shadows, but I do have the link in my latest vlog. So you guys can check out this latest vlog here. And the link is going to be in the description bar and in the permanent comments on that vlog. And you're going to see a lot of other stuff that I have did. I did a little love spell on there, made some little bath salts. So y'all can see that at that little video there. So you can print out paper and then write your intentions on there about what you want financially, how you want your prosperity to arrive, all the open avenues and venues that you have for prosperity to arrive to you, and what you plan to do with whatever, prosperity you gain and things like that, and how grateful you are for receiving such financial abundance and prosperity. And you can also do that with anything. It's just, replace the words financial prosperity with whatever it is that you're trying to attract. Okay. So but today we're using this energy because it is Thursday, and Thursday is a really good day for financial and prosperity. So, and then you can glue them in a journal, or just, if you just want to staple them together or sew them together or make little holes and tie them together, or if you can punch holes and put them in a binder or whatever. These are really good. Especially there's a lot of different types of pages you can, choose from on the website, and with different, pictures and stuff according to whatever it is you're trying to create. So definitely check out my video with all the information for those little printouts in there. The next thing you can do is, okay, so I have my little, this was actually my first real business, and I talked to y'all a lot about this. Well, not a lot, maybe a little. I started selling jewelry and pendulums on Etsy years and years ago. I don't know if y'all been around since then, if y'all were there to buy one, but I have a bunch of them left over. And you can make or buy a necklace or pendulum to guide you or assist you in, financial decisions, or, questions about your money and finances. And I made this one a while back, and I used a lot of green in there to represent that, energy for finance, abundance, money, and things like that. So they sell jewelry making stuff everywhere now. You can get it at Walmart, Dollar Tree, I don't even know. But, or you can just take an old necklace and, rework it into a pendulum. But this is really it's unnecessary. You can just use a regular necklace and use it as a pendulum, and write down, yes, no, maybe, on a circle where it says yes, no, and then maybe on the side, and ask your, pendulum or your necklace, what is this a good decision that I'm making? And then if you don't use any type of pendulum chart, you can say, okay, back and forth for yes and no, and side to side for maybe or undecided. Okay. Or, go in a circle going clockwise for yes and counterclockwise for no. That's what I usually do. And so you just hold the pendulum like this. This is how I did it. And I would be like, is this a good financial decision that I'm making right now? Go clockwise for yes, counterclockwise for no. Keep going back and forth for maybe or undecided. So right now it's going undecided. So I'm sorry if y'all heard my stomach just growl. I'm hungry at me. All right, anyway. Um, yeah, so you know, I also might be doing a giveaway on the Patreon very soon. Maybe my next live, and I'm gonna give away one of these pendulums. So I might let y'all choose, and I'll just show them all on the Patreon live, and I'm gonna give one away. These are too cute to be sitting in this box. All right. So I'm gonna put this one back. I have another pendulum that I use when I need to. But these were made a while ago, and I really enjoyed making them. These were my first business, besides reading cards. My first tangible business. Um. Okay. Another way, okay, that you can definitely use prosperity magic, of course, without everybody knowing your business, is a candle. Okay. Everybody likes candles these days. It doesn't even have to be any type of magical candle. You don't really have to do anything but put your intention into the candle and then light it. And whenever you see that candle, you think of ways or how your financial, prosperity and abundance is going to, arrive to you. So, in any candle, green preferably or white preferably, is definitely going to allow you to, not, set off any alerts. You don't have to put any fancy herbs or crystals in it if you don't want, but if you want to, you definitely can add, all the money drawing herbs such as sage, such as mint, such as bay leaf, and then you can even add some crystals to your candles if you all have those little crystal chips. You can do green Amazonite. You can do like all different green stones, even quartz crystal to attract that, energy, and things like that. And also coffee grounds speed up any type of working that you're doing. So you can sprinkle a little bit of coffee ground in your candle, and plus it'll make it smell good like coffee. So okay. Um, That's that's what you can do to speed it up if you're like in a little bit of hurry, because y'all know that coffee has the caffeine in it, which speeds things up and gives it more energy. So make sure you're doing that. If you're like okay, well I need this to come quick, go ahead and do that. But if you're patient and you're just like when it comes, whatever, then you don't need all that extra stuff. Okay. Um, you see you use coffee grinds in your body scrubs too. Yeah, that's good for cellulite too, girl. Um, okay. You said it's dangerous for you at least because magic is the absence of boundaries. So I light a candle and thinking of ways prosperity can come, and it's both negative and positive. Well, you can always, this is why you do one spell and you say everything that I attract and bring into my life is always going to benefit me and those that I love. in a positive way. And then you never really have to worry about it again because everything you do after that is good. You good, you know. So you or you can say it while you're putting your intention into the candle. You can set boundaries with your magic through your work and through your you know what you say or what you write down. Um, so it's up to you as an individual. I don't care if people feel that negative or think negative things come in. I've already kind of made sure that that doesn't happen beforehand, um, first and foremost. And so I definitely feel if you have not, well, that's a good point that you brought up. But if you have not created a spell for protection, of how things are introduced into your life, then you should go ahead and do that. I might make a video on that. Um, do one first and foremost, like whatever I attract, or just put it at the end of every working or intention that you do. Whatever I attract, it has to benefit me, those that I love, and nothing negative to us. That's right. Okay. And so far, so good. Um, Definitely works as long as you know that. When you do spells, do you speak out loud? If you choose to. Sometimes you can just think, you know, or put on a song that reflects the work that you're doing. I definitely like there's a lot of songs that talk about money and things like that. We know that. It just gets your frequency in that in that zone, and you can play music that reminds you of money. You can wear jewelry or something fancy that makes you feel rich. So when you're putting that intention into the candle or your spell work, you're actually feeling it as well. It's about how you feel. So, if you have some expensive jewelry or a nice outfit on that makes you feel luxurious and rich already, or if you're listening to some music that makes you feel like you got money or you could get money, shoot, you're going to be vibrating in the frequency of abundance anyway. So definitely put on some good music or some expensive clothes, even if it's just perfume. If you're broke and you like, I ain't got nothing expensive except this perfume, then spray it on. Okay. So use whatever you have that makes you feel extra or bougie or expensive or whatever. Even if it's a fancy cup or a plate that you can eat off of or drink off of, whatever. Use it. Okay. Um, the best money song is what? Okay. Well, y'all can put some money songs um in the comments. Y'all can get them likes up too. Put the money songs in the comments that y'all use, and maybe somebody will get inspired by it and put on some music and get their money workings going. You can also use incense. There are different type of money drawing incense that you can purchase online or on my online store. Um, which is also linked in the permanent description where it says show more, and you click show more and all my links are down there, so you can definitely shop there. um, so use whatever you like. It's always going to be helpful. I like to also um, when I carry things in my purse or when I put things on my face, this is why I use really nice packaging for my cosmetics and my makeup because I like the feeling of luxury and comfort and abundance and frequency. And so I tend to try to make my products look that way and to feel that way because when I use them, that's how I feel and I bring more of that energy in. Okay. Um, Another way is let me put the topic on my water so I don't spill it. Another way is through oracle cards. If you have a set of oracle cards, you can definitely give yourself or you can look for the card that represents abundance or prosperity or the cards, and you can find them, just separate them out, whatever cards that you feel like is going to help you bring in that money. You take it out and then you separate it and you put this maybe next to your candle or maybe sleep with it under your pillow as if it's going to come into fruition. But you will always see this, and it'll be a reminder of your money coming in, or your own magic, or the power of your own magic. Okay, so let me find one. So this one looks pretty good. So, let me find some more. These are more, for self empowerment. So I'm not sure if this deck is good for money, but let me go ahead and keep looking through. Mhm. Okay, I'm going to use this card. This is the Sun card. And it's basically you're painting and creating your own light in life. So whatever and it's also number 11 cards. So it's whatever you want to bring in, you are the person that chooses what gets in and what doesn't get in. And so, however you want your financial abundance to come, like, in a positive way that's beneficial to you and those you love, then definitely paint that picture, paint that spell work, and allow that, that gateway or that vessel in to bring you that money. So, I'm going to use that card. And I'm also going to use, maybe I have another one. hmm So here's a good one. Evil Queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. And this just represents, getting exactly what you want, and with not, the saltiness. So this is another card bringing in more positive and things like that. Okay. Um, let's see. hmm And then here's another one. This is stars. You can manifest your every wish. And so if you want to use this card as well, you can definitely, have about as many as you like. 3 cards is good, maybe 4. And just set those out on your table or your altar, and or near your candle or spell work or whatever you're doing, and just leave these there, and allow every time allow the energy to come in, and every time you look at them, it's a reminder of, your money coming through, your wishes coming true, and getting exactly what you want. Okay, so definitely you can use oracle cards, tarot cards, whatever, to also up that frequency and bring in that financial prosperity and abundance. Okay. You said beware of taxes, y'all. My ritual made you 500K in a year, and the tax man is after you, girl. You got to pay them taxes, girl. That's why I had to hire me an accountant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be careful. Yes, money comes with the tax. You got to hire you an accountant, or you should have did that when you saw you was making 6 figures. You should have ran over to the accountant right quick. Be like, can you help me? Um, that's what I have to do. I'm like, I can't do this alone. I need help. Um, I know, right? Anyway, it is what it is. So you see, yeah, I don't play those games, but sometimes you have to be more clever in how you you spend your money, and also you got to hire that accountant. This is so good, and look at the beautiful little petals in there, and there's mint at the bottom. So I have flavored water now. It's so much more refreshing. My breath smells good, and it's very refreshing and good. Yeah, good for you. All right, and might I suggest, if you have the space or even just a window seal, growing a plant, because a plant or anything green represents financial abundance. They also have money plants. Um, well, as your tree or your plant grows, so does your money. So, and every day you water it and take care of it, make sure it's getting the proper sunlight and, whatever. You're also reminded of your financial abundance coming in and growing. And also, are you taking proper care of the ways that your money is coming in? So it's also a, subliminal reminder as well. So keep a little plant, even if it's just a small house plant, or if you have a whole garden outside, which I do. I have both house plants and gardens. Like, I'm looking at my plant now, I need to water it. And I just got a few new plants for my parlor. So I'm putting them in different areas of my house, and then I have some in the garden. And it's just going to add more and more prosperity and balance. You said growing plants and herbs now? Yes. Grow some kitchen herbs too, y'all, because you save a lot of money when you don't have to buy fresh herbs and you can dry your own herbs. You save a lot of money, and you have so much of it, you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can even sell it if you want to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, I have, like, right now I have so much mint and peppermint. Like, if I really wanted to go into business selling that stuff, I could, because that stuff grows really quick. Okay. Mhm. Along with Okay, yes, along with stones and crystals in your windowsill. Yes, definitely. Um, you can place crystals and things in your drinking water. Just make sure that they don't cause bad health effects. So definitely research that, because there are some stones, if you put in water, they are toxic or cause adverse health effects. So make sure you look that up before you start dropping stones in your water and drinking, okay? As well as any herbs. It's very important to do your research. That is also why I've been doing a lot of research in, recording down a lot of the herbs and flowers that I use to make sure that they're safe and the different ways to use them and all that kind of good stuff. Make sure you can get this. I have this book on my Amazon suggested affiliate link, which is in the video that I posted earlier. The links in this video. It's my latest vlog. Y'all can go watch it. But yes, I definitely recommend doing your research on herbs, crystals, stones, and things like that before trying to ingest anything, because you might be ingesting something that's not good for you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and I wanted to do another topic, or talk about another subject for this video, but I decided that everyone is interested in financial prosperity and abundance. And so why not? I'm going to save the more serious, in depth conversations, or, topics and subjects for later, when I get a more, I don't want to say, when I start to, learn, I'm going to use the correct words. When I learn the, mm, I don't even know what to call this, more worldly, mundane, or whatever perspective, the perspective that it was meant to give to the majority. I don't know how to say it. Um, let's get rid of this person here, because I don't want to be rude, but I think someone got locked out of their trailer, but they're still getting their they're still getting the free Wi-Fi from the trailer park. So we're just gonna go ahead and delete, or put them in a timeout for a little while. So I can see some of you guys' questions, because I know a lot of y'all get tired of people coming in and trying to take up the space that they don't belong. All right. Treat them like the children that they are. Okay, so the broad perspective, a lot of times, is what the majority believes. And since I'm not really the majority, I may see a totally different perspective than other people on things. And a lot of times people think it's unfair, or you shouldn't be teaching if you're only giving your perspective. And so that's why, I mean, it is my channel. And if I ever were to have another guest on, they could give their perspective. But it's kind of hard to teach something that's not from your perspective because I teach from experience and what I get out of something, what I feel and my intuition and things like that. A lot of people go to school, they learn some stuff and they memorize some stuff and they teach it from a broad perspective. But as an individual, once you start looking at something, sometimes you start to see something totally different than what was intended, or you start to see deeper in what it really is. So I choose to kind of, wait a little bit until I can really talk on, the subject that I want to talk on from more than one perspective. So, um, so I'm going to be using the Kitchen Witch Oracle card, and I'm going to pull you guys. This is for everyone. I'm going to pull 3 cards. No, let's pull 4. Let's pull 4 cards. And this is going to be y'all's financial oracle reading. Everybody, y'all chose to click on this video today. This for you, baby. So I'm getting excited. I'm getting ready to plan a trip. That's when these kids get up out of school. A little road trip. So I'm getting prepared. Any tips on organize your closet for prosperity? Girl, hire somebody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, don't get in the closet. Girl, if you knock down a wall to make a whole nother room for the rest of your stuff. Most of the time, people's closets are unorganized because it's too small. So, knock down a wall, get a bigger closet, or hire somebody to organize for you. All right. Or get in there and do it yourself, which if you're going to do that, you probably already would have. All right. First card. Aloe Vera, soothe. So to me, this card is very interesting because soothe definitely means, your financial abundance is going to be very soothing on how it arrives to you, or you're going to use it to soothe some type of, you know, um, pain or to soothe some type of problem. It's just going to be very soothing on how and why you're getting this money. Okay, so that's good. Everybody likes to be soothed. The next one is chocolates, aphrodisiac. Okay, maybe it's going to come from some type of encounter or loved one who you know bringing you gifts and things like that. Hopefully. So I said 4. That's 2 so far. Oh, then we have caution, nettle. So a nettle is definitely, kind of, spiky. But caution means be careful how your money is coming in and make sure it's a good way and that it is acceptable and that, it's definitely, watch out for them taxes. Like, was said, make sure you're dotting all your I's, crossing your T's, making sure everything is correct, correct. And be cautious towards, anybody trying to borrow money or whatever. Or, y'all know it's tax season. Be careful people trying to flip them taxes. It's like, no, go flip your mama taxes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So be careful when it comes to your money making decisions, okay? Don't believe everybody. The next card and the last card. Mint, which is also a very good money-making herb, money-drawing herb. So clarity. This means however you're going to make your money is going to be very clear to you or is going to be clarified to you very soon. So you're going to have like money-making ideas coming in, abundance is going to be more clear and you're going to start to see it coming in. As you can see on the card, they're drinking that mint tea, baby. So get your little mint tea, get the little mint iced tea back here, got the little teacup, got the little tea in there. So got the mint plant back there. So get your mint together because it's meant to be, baby. Get your money. So that was, quick little financial oracle a reading for everyone who has clicked on this video. Hopefully, that will help you in some sort of way. And if you like these cards, I will definitely link my Amazon affiliate um, link, and you can get the book that you just saw with the herbs in there. You can get all types of spiritual items, books, cards, tarot cards, all that kind of good stuff. And I made a list of all the things that I use, probably stuff you've seen on this channel, and y'all can go check them out. And everybody likes Amazon, so sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, fast delivery, whatnot. Get your tools and all the things that you might want. Books that I recommend, books that you've seen on my channel. All right. And I told you guys that I was working on a new book. Finally got that book to the editor. Finally. And so that's in the works. And it's for everybody. It's for anyone who wants to improve their life in any form or fashion. And it doesn't just touch on magic and things like that. It touches on, like, anyone can use this book, but it also helps, if you have, a sense of, um, well-being, and about manifestation and stuff. It helps. Okay. Yeah, I'm really drawn to these cards with herbs and plants lately, only because they're simple and easy, and they kind of relate to what I'm doing in my life. So whatever kind of cards that you're attracted to, that may be an indication of also what you are interested in and really into at the moment, because I have so many different types of cards of what I was into at the moment when I bought them, and I may not use those cards as much anymore because I'm not into those type of things anymore, but I keep them because sometimes you get back into them, or you want to learn a little bit more, and so you're drawn to certain types of cards. Or they could be seasonal cards. Like, I have some Halloween cards that I like to use in the fall around Halloween time. You have the Herb Crafters Tarot. Mm. This water is so good, y'all. It's so much better than drinking plain water. It's like I feel like I can feel, like, when you drink like infused water with intentions in it, it's more than just drinking water. It's like you're fueling yourself almost with some energy and intentions. Okay? It's very different than just drinking plain water. So try it. And by the way, there is on the video that I linked somewhere in these comments, and also in the permanent, show more section. It's a small Walmart haul that I got a lot of this stuff from, that you guys can go pick up at your local Walmart, like this, the little ice tray that makes the little balls, and some more stuff that's not mentioned in this video, but in my blog. So definitely remember this. Good way to get your teas without having to order all the fancy tea stuff if you're not, into that. Um, you can also make floral waters really quick if you're in a hurry. You ain't got time to boil and, do all that stuff. Throw some lavender in there. You can also, yeah, throw some lavender in one of these. Put in your Keurig, girl. You got lavender water. Sprinkle on your face. This is like quick thinking, modern witchery or whatever. Quick thinking, modern alchemy. Use the tools that you have and that you can find to create and do stuff, because you don't have any excuse. I can't make floral water. I don't have all that fancy stuff. I ain't got no time, girl. You got a Keurig. You got some water. You got the time. You can make money water sprinkle. You can make facial sprays for your face. A lot of this like toxic chemical stuff that people have out here that you putting on your face. All you need is some nice floral waters, lavender waters, herbal waters, as a, sh- a spray. You said getting out your journal, take some notes. Yes. Okay, Steph, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because of your lovely garden, you're going to try to grow some herbs and veggies soon. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. It is the season. You might as well. And you'll feel so proud of yourself. You'll be like, dang, I did all this. I feel so good because it does feel good. Yeah, you can make rose water with this, hibiscus, girl. The roses y'all got left over from Mother's Day, or your man brought you some roses. Take them rose petals off, cut them up, stick them in here, put them in your cure. You got rose water. Quick. A lot of people like to make rose water cake or rose cake, and they need that flavor. Make you some rose water, pour it up in there. Bam. You know, these are gonna be your best friend if you have a lot of flowers and herbs, and you want to make stuff quick without having to do all this extra work. Okay. Um, you make bath tea, yeah. So there you go. You said you're sad you didn't get to see what to expect in 2020 from me. I say all stuff good, everything go my way. So whatever you want it to be, baby. Whatever you want it to happen in your 2022, whatever I want to happen in my 2022. I don't think people I really don't feel people should go and look for what's going to happen in their world through other people's mouths. You create your own world, baby. If you can't, then, I'm going to predict what happens every day that I wake up and create it. That was what 22 was about, creating your own. So that's what you should expect. To learn how to create your own and do whatever you want. Okay. So, um, if you're in the if you're really into a lot of people, like if you're really into something and you really are drawn to it and you like it, that's another way and an indication of what can bring you financial abundance. So, for example, if you start a little garden or a YouTube channel or whatever it is that you really find and enjoy and do with a smile on your face, would you do that and could you make money off of it? A lot of people have gardens or farms or, things like that, and they start selling their herbs, or their dried, flowers as teas. And all you got to do is go online, order some little baggies, get you a little label maker. Bam, you got some tea. Now you're running a tea company or an herb company or something, and you're making money off of something that you are going to be doing anyway, something that you love anyway. You can make bath salts like I did on my vlog video, sell that stuff, put them in little baggies, put your little label on it, get your little Etsy shop. Whatever it is, whatever you love to do, that frequency of love is going to transmute into some money because it just has to. Okay. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. They say the best way to predict the future is to create it. Exactly. Create it. Create what you want in your life. What I think may not go with what you think. So think what you want. Um, but I definitely feel everyone has the power to create their life and to find it whatever it is that they really love and to allow that frequency to transmute into abundance and prosperity, which is exactly what everything that I see around me that I've created and touched with my hands has a way of turning into prosperity and abundance for me. And that's because I always say everything I touch, everything I do is going to translate into something beneficial financially, spiritually, and also physically for me in a positive way. So everything that I do is going to bring me what I want. And that's how it always will be from, when forever, basically. And so if we get into that mindset of thinking, we don't have to worry. We get rid of all doubt. We get rid of all things that we question, and we simply create exactly what we want. We don't worry about if what we're doing is right or wrong. We simply do whatever it is that we choose. If we want to consider another person's opinion, and we have, the time, and we have the, capacity to entertain another perspective and get in, another, point of view, then we definitely listen, definitely have, the conversation. But at the same time, no matter what, everything I touch, everything I do, everything I teach, everything I end up, you know, saying is always going to result in something good, positive, beneficial for me and those that I love. So if you put that energy out there, you don't have to worry about anything. Um, and whenever you feel like some type of energy or person is trying to enter into your life that is not, feeling beneficial to you, then you transmute that feeling into benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't seem very beneficial, but we're going to figure out how you can be beneficial. We're going to figure out what your benefit is. That is your challenge, to transmute anything that doesn't feel beneficial into beneficial. Okay. A lot of people will say, oh, that's a red flag. That's not supposed to be there. You know what? It doesn't matter to me because I can transmute anything into benefits, into prosperity, into love, into all those things. So if something doesn't feel right, I'm not going to be scared and try to get rid of it, baby. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it do what it do, basically. I'm going to change it into what I want it to be. And, that's all. Nothing else to it. Like, I don't see, a lot of people are, they always see good and bad. They always see negative and positive. Well, I see energy that I can use. I see everything in a way that is useful. And not in a bad way, but in a way that is beneficial for all involved. Okay. So nobody, suffers from it. Hmm. Yes. Okay. Oh, and also everyone who donated, I appreciate you, and everybody that hit that like button, I really appreciate you too. So go ahead and hit that like if y'all haven't hit it yet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and the last way that I've talked about so many times on my channel is definitely a manifestation journal or book. You know, let's see, what is mine? I don't have mine. Well, maybe I do. Well, anyway, you can look through magazines. The same, it works the same way as a vision board, but it is a book. You look through magazines or print out pictures, and you find like stuff that you like, and you cut it out and you put it in your journal, or you could draw it if you're artistic, or you can just write it, very descriptive, you know, paragraph or sentence about what it is that you are wanting to attract, and you keep that, and you keep adding to it with gratitude. And every so often, you go back and you check off all the stuff that you completed or have received or have gotten, and you know that it works. So definitely, um, stupid solicitors on my phone. Anyway, they just get deleted. Hmm. So manifestation journals, I think I like those a lot better because they're a little bit more private, and it's, to me, vision boards are, if you make them pretty and they match your decor, and it isn't like a piece of junk just sitting on your desk or hanging on your wall. That's good. When you get to a certain age, stuff got to look good in your house, or at least you will like looking at it. Otherwise, it's going to be a nuisance and a botheration. So that's another thing that I also write about in my new book that's being edited and soon to come out soon. Is a lot of times when we see things that are appealing, it's much more easier to accept. When we see something that's like all kind of messed up and ugly and you know thrown together, it's kind of like we're too much focused on that versus the intent of what it was. So this is why a lot of times, like when you're doing your spells, your candles, your gardening or whatever herbs you're using, make it look presentable to yourself at least, because it's going to have more impact on you if it's a pleasurable experience. A lot of people just throw crap together and it looks ugly. And then when you look at it afterward, you don't feel as good as you could about it. So try to make your stuff look more appealing to your eye, because that's what you're focusing on. Especially, if you like everything else to look nice. Use that as well, because that also increases that frequency. Make it look good, okay? Dress it up, put some bows on it, some glitter in it, or whatever you gotta do. Just make it look good so that you feel good about it every time you see your spell work, your candle, your vision board, your manifestation journal, whatever. It should raise your frequency when you are close to it, near it, around it, or looking at it. So make it look good for yourself. All right. Um, how does an alchemist feel about the word blessings? It depends on how they're using it and what it means in their mind at the time. So just like you can take any word and use and transmute it to whatever you want it to mean at the time. This is why they have like when people write books, especially old books like Shakespeare and things like that, they give you the meaning and the text of the word and how it is being used in the footnotes. So if you are one of those type of people that don't like the meaning of a word for what it means to the majority, then you can use your own knowledge and research of etymology and what you want it to mean and put it as a footnote as to what it means in your spell work, in your speech, or whatever, whatever. So, whenever I think of the word bless, I think of a blanket or sprinkle, sprinkle, or a blessing, like bless, like when someone sneezes, he bless you. When you go to like the church, they sprinkle some holy water on you, and they're blessing you, and they baptize you, they sprinkle water on you, they're giving your blessing. To me, it's like a blanket of good intention. But also it's how you say it. Like how some people say, "Oh, bless your heart." They could be meaning it in a sarcastic, negative way. So you have to, it goes with your intention, and it's also, the context in which you're using it. So if you're using it in a sarcastic way, it's a nice nasty, it may not be a good blessing. But if you're concerned for someone's health and they just sneezed, or da, 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 some people say salute for health. Some people, "Oh, bless you. My protection's on you." Um, Sprinkle, sprinkle. My blessings, my added abundance, my whatever. Mhm. Can I decode what's happening in Dubai? I don't think about anything that has to do with any of that. Y'all know I don't watch the news. I'm too busy creating my world to worry about what they're creating in that world. You'll have to keep remembering that. If it ain't at my doorstep or it ain't around my corner, if it ain't in my state, then it don't. I'm not supposed to know about it. I don't care. There ain't nothing I'm gonna be doing over there that's gonna help them, baby. I'm gonna stay right here and continue to create my life. I don't need distractions. Don't care. Not my concern. No need to add any type of added whatever to your life, like stuff that will never affect you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, no, I ain't talking about no portal potty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't need to go there. I don't like how women are treated in certain areas, so I could care. I don't care. Okay. And until women have equal rights in certain places, I don't care. That's the problem. Yeah, ain't got no equal rights. That's why everything going south where women do not have equal rights. So y'all better fix it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Well, I let my daughters read my books and diaries. They can't read no cursive. The sad thing is the school system does not teach cursive anymore. So they're gonna have to learn cursive first. Hmm. If they can read them, they can have 'em, but they can't learn. The school don't teach no cursive. Y'all know I write in cursive. Ain't nothing worse than opening a book full of print. What the heck? A diary full of print. This just takes all of the charm away. They stopped teaching cursive a while back. Yes, the new generation cannot write cursive. Like they write print, and sometimes they'll try to learn cursive, and they may have the first or second letter, and then the rest is like print. It's so cute. But they should teach cursive again, definitely. It's a lost art form. Um, your daughters learn. Well, I think they're bringing it back. I think they started to teach it again, but in a lot of school districts, they stopped teaching it. Am I going to teach them? I've taught them how to write their name, and sometimes, they learn from watching other people write. But if they don't want to learn, I'm not going to make them learn it. I taught them how to type. That's good. If they want to learn cursive, I'll teach them. And just connect all them print letters and put a curve on them. That's all you basically got to do. The the Z looks a little different, but sometimes I write a Z and then the rest cursive because sometimes people don't know what that little symbol is. What is that? How to stop a person from making bad financial decisions. Um, I feel that if you treat them like they make bad financial decisions, they may start listening to you. Don't have to teach, you don't have to lecture them or anything. You'll just be like, no, when they try to give you financial advice or anything, you're not going to take it. You're just like, no, I'm good. No, I'm really good. I know what to do with my money. Um, just don't listen to them and do your own thing. Like you can't really help someone unless they really want to be helped and they seek it out and they ask. All right. Would Let me see. Some of these. Okay. Okay. You said with changing. Let me see. Changing your birth chart. Your birth chart. Okay. Honestly, before there were birth charts, What were people doing? This is the question I always ask people. Like, before there was birth charts, before there were horoscopes, what were people doing? Were they still living their lives and doing what they want? Yes. And when things went wrong or didn't fit quite right, did they have a birth chart to blame it on? No. So what other excuse is there to limit yourself from anything? Do what you want. Create the life that you want. Birth charts are created just like everything else was. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Marion, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for becoming a member. So it is a way. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all, when something is created and a lot of people believe in it and they base things on it, they're going to start to see synchronicities and they're also going to start to see patterns. Okay. And so if you've put all your focus, energy, and time into something, you're gonna see the results. You're gonna see things. You're going to create all of that. You're going to start to see the synchronicities because that's what it was created for. Okay. And just like, a lot of people create a different way of doing things, they're going to start to see the synchronicities and the patterns in those things too. Just like if someone doesn't believe in astrology or, birth charts, but they believe in the Bible or God, they're going to start to see miracles in their life and ain't God good? And, won't he do it? Okay. So whatever you put your focus on, whatever it is that you are, really putting your energy into, you're gonna see the results. That's why when people do spells and they put their energy into them spells and they light that candle and they write some stuff or they say some stuff and they do all these things, they're gonna see the results because it's not the birth chart, it's not the religion, it's not the gods, it's not the goddesses, it's you. Okay. And once people realize that, they won't feel like um, that they have to refer to any charts or they don't have to refer to any scriptures or they don't have to refer to anything else because it's you. It's you. You're going to create it, whether it's through a focal, man made, um, thing to focus on or not. Or you will create your own thing to focus on, you know, like a candle or a spell or a bath or a pendulum or some oracle cards that you shuffle and just stop at the right moment in time and pull randomly from this created set of cardboard paper with drawings on it. You're gonna have it. It's you. So you already know. Now, if you so choose to put limits on yourself by limiting the um, things that you can have by a birth chart, by a set of, I don't know how many cards come in this deck, 48 cards. That's up to you. But you can narrow down things according to your choice. But if you don't like those boundaries, if you don't like those constructs, then stop believing in them. And that's it. Um, You can believe in them temporarily if there's something positive or good in there that you think is going to help your self esteem or to help your frequency vibrate on a higher frequency. But if you see something negative in there and you don't like it, then don't focus on it and don't pay attention to it and don't read it and get your white out and white it out or pretend that part doesn't exist if you don't like what it says. I mean, a lot of people realize that, you know, um, they don't have to accept certain things anymore. They're creating it. So that means she don't like her birth chart. I don't even know enough about my birth chart to not like it or like it. That's the point. I don't care. I'm going to create my own life, no matter what the birth chart says. So if you don't study something enough to narrow your mind enough to accept something, then it doesn't matter. So that's why they say ignorance is bliss sometimes, because not knowing something allows you so much more freedom. And then when you learn about something, it doesn't mean you have to believe it. It just means you have that knowledge. That's it. You know, just like people, when you learn stuff in school, you don't have to believe everything people wrote down in a history book in order to learn it, memorize it, put it on a test, and get up out of there. It doesn't matter what people wrote. If you don't want to believe it, you don't have to. If you want to believe it because it's beneficial to you, then believe what you want and don't believe what you don't want. The same thing when I get up here and start talking, y'all believe what y'all want, believe what you don't, and not believe what you don't want. It's the same thing with everything, even a birth chart. Just because, yeah, just because it's in a nice little chartly fashion doesn't mean you can't pick and choose. Hmm. And then if you really think about it and you compare the stars with astrology and all this stupid stuff, them stars that you're seeing is dead anyway. They don't even exist no more. Them light years away. Them stars is exploded and gone. So what does that really mean? You want to get into it, so get into it. Those stars were not there when you were born. Only the light that remained thousands of light years away was still traveling to the Earth. So is your chart really accurate? Probably not. You know, let me get it to my Neil deGrasse Tyson voice. Probably not. Girl, he gonna debunk everything y'all try to come up with a birth chart. Just through the knowledge of, the cosmos, astrology, whatever, even astronomy, whatever. And then somebody can debunk him and somebody can debunk the next person. It's whatever you want. Okay. That's why they say the pen is mightier than the sword, because the pen can write what it wants and create what it wants and create a social construct and create boundaries, laws, knowledge that limits you. Or it can free you with your imagination and writing exactly what you want. So, in both ways, it's a double edged sword. You can create with it or you can track with it. You choose. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Jennifer. Yes. So, it's not what's written or what it is, it's what you create. That's why I be selling pens. Levelupcosmetics.us. I also have stationery shop. I sell paper, pens, journals so that you can create and write your own story and free yourselves or trap yourselves if you're not careful. Okay. So I'm going to link my stationery store to you guys. And definitely y'all go check it out. I have some cute pens. I have fountain pens. I have other types of pens, journals, stickers, whatever you need. I'll go get that. All right. Do I believe that thoughts are things? I believe thoughts are thoughts. Mhm. How do you find the courage to start your first business? I don't think about it. I just did it. Um, I invested in myself because I knew I loved to do whatever it is I was doing. At that time, it was making jewelry and pendulums or reading cards for people. I really enjoyed learning and how to do it and being creative. And so I knew all that was going to make me some money. I didn't worry about the other stupid stuff because when you start something, it has to be for the correct reason because you like it. Not because everybody else said you should do this, not because everybody else said you should do that, because you said you like doing this. And if you could get paid from this would be a dream come true. That's You don't need courage to start a business. You need to love what you do. That's it. If you don't love what you do for business, then don't start a business. Imagine, imagine doing something that you absolutely love every day. And that could change because your business should be fluid. If you stop loving something, your business would be so fluid that you can just introduce something else into it that you do love. This is why like so many people have all these different ideas and they can incorporate them into their business and make it work for them. Being stuck on one thing that someone suggested because it made good money, if you don't love it, you're going to be miserable doing it, which means your time is going to be spent the way you don't like it. And then the money that you earn, you're going to be so busy trying to spend it to make up for lost time that you spent working and doing something that you absolutely do not like, that you're going to not have a good balance. So definitely choose something that you love to do and then start a business doing that. Getting paid for something you love to do. Imagine that. Okay. Like I wrote a book, Do What You Love. It talks about how to start your own business by doing and finding the things that you love to do and how to make money off them with little of no money or startup cost. There's so many different ways to start small. Everybody wants to start major and big, and they always are afraid. Start at the smallest point and grow, you know. I'm trying to find the book. Okay, here we go. I definitely feel like starting small and growing is the best way to grow and do what you love and not get burnt out or not give up. There's the book link if you are interested. It's on Amazon. Do what you love, baby. Get that money. If you're not doing what you love, then most people think when you start a business, you got to stop everything else. No, you stay getting the way you earn money until whatever you love doing can replace that income. Okay, that's it. The church refuses to tell you you are God creating by word. The church is a business. So why would they tell you? You can ruin their building fund, yeah. You can't ruin the building fund. You know, a lot of people go to church because it makes them feel like a part of something or a group or a congregation. Um, so people go to church for different reasons. I don't knock people that go to church. I mean, there's like I said in my other, you know, people go to church for all different kind of reasons. Whatever reason you there, then good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to transmute an insult. If you wasted your breath to insult me, you really like me. Uh, and like if you're just, if someone goes out of their way, especially if they're not getting paid to insult you, they must really like you. So I'm just gonna take it as a compliment. All right. People don't waste breath on stuff they don't really care about. You like me that much? Trying to get my attention, huh? All right. I couldn't say that I blame you. I'm gonna take it to that narcissistic level. You know me. I'm just gonna make myself feel good with it. You're just going to be adding to the fuel. Sorry. Uh, don't do that. Um, you said if the pastor is single, you go to church. Shoot. He don't care if you single or married, and he don't think you should either. It's a little humor there. Do you associate yourself with any religion like paganism or Wicca? I associate myself with whatever I choose to at the time that I need to do it, and then I associate myself with myself. So it's kind of like it doesn't matter. If I like it at the time, then I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm never gonna put labels because why put a label? when you could be whatever you want when you want. Okay, you know that. Mhm. That's how I roll, baby. Whatever. Whatever I need, what I use. And if I don't need it no more, I ain't using it. Hmm. Here's the scenario me and my kids were using, and it was kind of funny. It would be kind of like if extraterrestrials wanted to communicate with humans, but the only um, you know sound bite they had in order to learn the human language and what things mean was a rap song or a hip hop song or whatever, they would have to use all the contextual meanings and all the words and phrases in that particular song in order to communicate with you something. So it would be hilarious because they would be using slang words, they would be using all sorts of metaphor and the tone that they chose, whether it's trap or hip hop or old school, you know, if they make their voice sound more auto tuned than normal, thinking that is, the norm, we that's the language they would try to speak to us based on the sound bite that they got in order to communicate with earthlings. So depending on the knowledge that you have, the tools that you use, the customs and traditions that you pick from, you're going to be able to do whatever you need to do using those things. It may not sound correct, it may not make sense to a lot of people, but if that's how they're choosing to communicate, then that's how they're choosing to communicate. So, however you choose to do your magic or practice your spirituality is definitely custom and unique to each individual person. So, make sure you're not like a lot of the reasons why a lot of people, come out of religion is so they don't like following a certain path or a certain set of rules. And they want more freedom and they want to ask questions and they want to feel as if they have more ability to create the life that they want. And so going right back into a system of belief or religion is pointless. Do what you want. Create how you want. Create the life that you want. Not, you might as well stay in church if you're just going to find some new rules to follow. How did you increase your intuition or what it is today? My intuition increased by just allowing myself to not be limited and to already know that I already knew. Okay? And remove that block. I already know because I already knew. There you go. I don't know, write it down, chant it, believe it, do what you got to do. You said multidimensional people can like whatever they want when they want it. Exactly. Um, and that's what I believe that I am most of the time. Not all the time, but sometimes when I need to believe that's what I am, that's what I am. A multidimensional. And I think everyone is. They just don't know. And when you don't know something, you can't really put it into use. Okay. Would you call your intuition your future self? No. I would call it whatever I need to call it at the time for what I need it for. You know what I'm saying? You can't put labels on things. You have to call it whatever you need to at the time. That's the beauty of it. There are no labels. There are no future, past, present, whatever. They are what you need them to be at the time. Period. Because you are the creator. Creating whatever it is you need to create. So, if I were to say something was in the future or whatever, whatever, and it's not already done or on the way or whatever, then I'm also saying that there is a future. And if there's a future, then whatever I'm doing now is the present. And if there's a present, past, and future, then can I touch them? Can I visit them? Are there photos from memories? You know, what I'm doing is vibrating in a frequency, and that frequency does not have a time. It just is. So you have to also think about that. That's how intuition works. It doesn't work with time. It works with what is. Okay? That's why when people say, "Oh, you can see the future, the past, the present," because you don't work with those limits or boundaries. That's why you can see past those boundaries because you don't work with them. You just are. Until you need to be in a certain place at a certain time, then you can pinpoint that when you need it. Okay? That's all you need, all one time. All right. People leave religions and enter spirituality just to become religious again. I found many of these spiritual practices are no different and kind of limiting. Shiva's approach really resonates. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Um, that's what I've learned. Like everyone wants to control, everyone wants a hierarchy, everyone wants a level. That's why I always like level up. And then you have to worry about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be in a certain position. Just be what you want when you want. And there you have it. Um, there's no way people can put you in a position unless you accept it. People, you have to accept your position in life. You have to accept it in order for it to be. If you don't accept what your position in life, then go create the one you want. That's why you see a lot of people like me cannot work for other people because we don't accept those positions. And if we do, we be lying and not doing the work we promised we were going to do in the interview. And we say, whatever, I do what I want, behind the boss's back because that's what we do. That's the kind of people we are. We are not meant to accept certain roles. We're not meant to work for other people. We're meant to create and be exactly who we are. You say you try to go back to work and fail. I know. Could you imagine like not working for people for so many years and then going to work and having some fool tell you what to do? You're gonna look at them crazy and laugh. There was I there's people that actually do that and they will cuss their boss out, laugh, and dare them to fire them because they don't care. They know they can get paid in so many other ways. You're okay. I'm getting ready to get comical on y'all. Y'all ever seen a stripper try to go work in a legit place and don't take it seriously and be laughing at people and cussing out people because they know they can go get right back on the pole and make what they make in a week in a couple of hours. I think they just be getting jobs for fun so they can cuss out people. But honestly, if you've ever witnessed someone who doesn't need that job and how they treat and react to the people that are trying to tell them what to do, that's the same attitude you need to have with someone telling you what you can't do and trying to put limits on you. You need to have the same mentality as someone who don't need that job. Okay? I don't need it. You lucky I showed up on time or close to the on time. Okay. Um, a lot of people don't need. They just sometimes they just I gotta go legit. I gotta get off the pole, and then they go try to work somewhere. It just doesn't work out. They just. Anyway, You say you don't need this. My man have 2 jobs. Exactly. Like, I don't need this. I don't need this. Who are you talking to, sir? Do you talk to your mother like that? Then don't talk to me. And then sometimes the boss, like a lot of times bosses are used to yes people, yes, yes, yes. They're not used to people telling them what's real. And sometimes when they hear that, they can't accept it or they like it and they won't fire you anyway. Like, I don't like you. You're honest. You're real. You know, everybody else be scared to say something. Next thing you know, you the manager. Or you just leave because, you can't. Anyway, you used to walk in jobs ready to cuss the manager out. I know, right? Like, let's see. I could never work for anybody else today because I would just be. I'd probably make it like a secret documentary about how I'm going to make this person mad today and see what they're going to do. Then, like, go tell people about it online. Like, it would just be a joke to me. So I couldn't even take it seriously. And a lot of people get mad and they say, well, not everybody's meant to start a business. Not every, no, just because you can't doesn't mean people weren't meant to. A lot of people will defeat themselves with such talk. Well, I don't want a business. So you want to work for pennies on a dollar when you could be making all the profit? So a lot of people will make excuses. Well, not everybody, you're not meant to because you're still making excuses. When you stop making them excuses, you're gonna be like, girl, I should have listened to you a long time ago. It'll come like the idea and the love of whatever you do will come eventually. And if you're really young right now, don't worry about it. You're getting your life experience. Um, it will come to you when that idea strikes. You're going to feel it, you're going to know it, and you're going to not be afraid to do what you got to do. Okay. Mhm. You say when you fed up, exactly. So make sure you know that. Um, mhm. I'm trying to read some of these comments. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go. Do y'all have any questions before I go? Hmm. Yeah, you got to manifest the money making ideas and also to show if you don't know your passion or if you don't know what you're really good at and what you like, maybe do spell work or manifest for that to be revealed to you so that you can get to, really experiencing that. Sometimes it's not about the money. Sometimes it's about what you love to do that will bring in the money. You can be like, lead me to whatever it is that's going to get my money that I also love to do. Like any idea. Like clicked on this crazy lady named Ashira. She's had these really cute things to make coffee with, and she says she puts teas in there. I really like teas and I like coffee. What can I do? Maybe my video will lead you to your next $1 billion idea. Who knows? But at the same time, maybe it won't. Maybe you may need to do some more research or, you know, other hobbies or things like that and get into a new thing. That's why it's like never stay stuck in something. Always explore new options and hobbies because one of them may be your passion or may reignite a passion that you already had that was dormant for a little while. It could be from childhood, it could be from your teenage years, but whatever it is, just keep doing stuff and being creative and exploring and not limiting yourself, and you will find it and it will bring you your money. I promise you. Okay? So keep going. Don't stop. Keep doing stuff that you like. Whatever you're attracted to, keep being attracted to it and keep your eyes open for ideas on how to do whatever it is you're doing or love to do and get paid. So find the most precious, skill or talent that you have in your life that you would love to do, that you love doing, You don't have a skill, get offline. Think back to when you were young before you were always on the internet, and what did you love to do? Or if you are a person that's not online a lot, maybe look online for inspiration, something that sparks you. Okay. And then go from there. Whatever it is, don't stop looking for it. Always allow yourself to experience something fun, new, or to reclaim something that you used to love to do. And then allow yourself to continue and profit and prosper off of it. Okay. That's it. That easy. You say if you feel stuck, stop feeling stuck. There ain't no such thing as stuck. Okay? You stuck because you want to be, because you chose to be. You can't be stuck. There's no such thing as stuck. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The law of rhythm, the law of frequency. Okay? There ain't no such thing as stuck. What you talking about? Everything is constantly moving. All right.